Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the fillet and chamfer 1.2.5.1 assignment. Okay, here. So let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead, go ahead and open up your Fusion 360 or log into NetLab if you need to, and then click on your IED folder. And then on here, I'm going to click new folder. Go ahead and create a new folder called 1.2.4. Hit enter. There's your new folder right there. So I'm going to double click in the folder. And then this one, I'm going to go ahead and go to file, new design. Whoops. Let's just do, well, here's a new design. What I'm going to do is save. I'm going to go and save because the default is the untitled. So I'm going to save this untitled one to fillet and chamfer. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, just like we do for all new ones, I'm going to go ahead, new component. Just rename that fillet and chamfer, C-H-A-M-F, C-H-A-M-F-E-R. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do four things. We're going to create a cylinder that's going to go up, and then we're going to create a box or a column that goes on top of that, and then we're going to fillet the edge of the box and chamfer the edge of the cylinder. Okay, so now I'm going to go here after the create command. I'm going to go hit create. So instead of creating the cylinder from here with the E, I'm going to go ahead and create new sketch, right? Create sketch. And also I'm going to click on the bottom of the drawing plane. So I'm going to use this. Go ahead and open this if you can. I'm going to open, we're going to draw this cylinder component based on this drawing. Okay, so I can see that the cylinder right here is 30 millimeters high. Okay, so here it says all dimensions are millimeters. So let's go ahead first, go to document settings, go to units, and right now my default is inches. So I'm going to drop down and go to millimeters. So we're going to change it to millimeters first. Okay. All right, so now, like I said, we're going to we're going to do the cylinder first. So I see it's 30 inches high. So I'm going to go to create sketch. You can from here, or you can go here, create sketch. Then I'm going to check, highlight the bottom plane. Okay. So now I'm looking at from the bottom, click on the origin. You always want to start off at the origin, right? When we do all our assignments. Okay. So I'm going to go up. And it's not, so I'm going to hit finish sketch. I'm going to do that again, undo. All right, so let's do create a circle. Then I'm going to go out. So I'm going to let go of my mouse. I'm going to go hit 40, enter, 40 millimeters. So if you look on the design here, whoops, there's the next one. Let's look at this one, right? The diameter shows here 40 is the diameter. So that's why I hit 40. Okay, so finish sketch. So now this is where the magic E comes in for the assignment E. I'm going to click on my keyboard E, which is a shortcut for extrude. So I'm going to extrude the height, which here on the assignment says 30, right? So the diameter is 40. The height is going to be 30. So I'm going to hit 30 and then go. So now we have the cylinder, right? The home button, that's what it looks like. Okay, so now we're going to work on the column that's on top of the cylinder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the top face of the cylinder, and then I'm going to go here, create. Then I'm going to go create. I'm going to click sketch. What I want to do is create sketch, and then you have it. Sometimes it'll come up, but I'm going to hit sketch. Okay, wait. So I'm going to hit. So the sketch command is active because it's blue. So I'm going to click on the top face. It's asking me, verifying. I'm going to click on the top face, right? And now the sketch commands show up. Okay. So I'm going to go, I'm going to hit create rectangle. I'm going to drop down. You can click the rectangle too, but if you drop down create, you can see the options. There's 3 types of rectangle sketches that you can create, 2-point, 3-point. I'm going to click on center rectangle, right? Again, clicking on the origin, and then I'm going to go out with my mouse. And then if I can see here, if you see here on this drawing, it is 10, the dimensions shows that it's 10 inches high and 10 inches wide. Okay. So here, going back to the design, I'm going to hit 10 space. or I'm sorry, tab 10, and then enter to finish the sketch, right? So that your sketch, your center rectangle should be on the top of the cylinder. Finish sketch. Let me look at it from the top. And there it is, right? Okay, so now we're going to extrude this square this rectangle we just drew, right? So I'm going to highlight it. Let's make sure I highlight it. Okay, that's highlighted. So I know that I'm active command when it's transparent blue. Then I'm going to hit extrude. Okay, or you can go here under modified. Actually, no, I'm just going to hit extrude. You can go here. See how there's an E for a shortcut? You can always go to create extrude. But what I did as a shortcut, I'll show you again. All right. So here you can either go to create extrude. Okay. It's going to ask you what face, but you have to highlight what do you want to extrude. Or from here, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to highlight let's see if I can highlight it. I'm going to click on the center. Nope. There you go. Yeah, I'm hovering over right up here. And then now I know it's active, that it's active on the square. Then I'm going to hit E for extrude. Now it's asking me for the distance. And so we see here, look here on this drawing, it says here that the cylinder is 15 millimeters high. So I'm going to hit 15. Okay, so now it's 15. Okay, so now we created the cylinder, we extruded it, and then on top of it, we extruded and created this rectangle box. Okay, so now for this box on top of here, we're going to go ahead and fill it. All right, we're going to fill at the edges. Now I know in the Mr. Hughes video, Mr. McAllister's video, he explained something different. I'm just going to go ahead and, without confusing you, do it this way. Okay, so now we have the cylinder, we have the box on top. So now I'm going to go modify. I'm going to go down to modify, and then I'm going to go to fillet. So now it's asking me to which face am I going to fillet? So I'm going to click on this left one here, right? It's active blue. Then I'm going to hit Control, okay? And I'm going to click on this one also, and then I'm going to rotate using the top corners. I'm going to get all the other edges, okay? I know that it's going to continue when I see it all blue. Click it one more time. All right, so now I have all 4 edges, right? I let go of the mouse to make sure. So I have 4, see, it says 4 edges on here. So I'm going to fillet 4 edges. And now it's asking me specify the value. So on here, I believe where it says R5, that means radius. I'm going to say that's going to be 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put 5 here and then hit enter. All right, so that's the fillet. So let me look at it from 3D point of view, right? That's the fillet. I think that looks like this, right? I'm going to hit front, right? So that's the fillet command. All right. So now we're going to chamfer the bottom edge of the cylinder. So what I'm going to do, click on this corner here. All right, just so I can see. So this is, we're looking at the cylinder, this component from the bottom. I'm going to go to modify. Modify, chamfer. Then I'm going to click on the edge here, right? So see where the arrow is pointing up. So just to make sure. So now it's asking me the distance and the angle. So here we can see on the design, the distance is going to be 5. Okay, as shown as a dimension. And then the angle is going to be 30 degrees. You can see that. There you go. All right. So, the distance is going to be 5 millimeters. And then here by default says 45 degrees. So I'm going to change that to 30. See that? So if you notice, if I wanted to, I can move it. I can manually move the distance of the edge, right? It goes from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but we're going to stick exactly to 5 like that. Hit OK. All right. So I hit the home button to see, and that is our component with the fillet and chamfer. Okay, I'm going to, what you can do is do the dimensions. You can draw this, make a drawing from this, but I'm going to share that in a later video because I don't know how to do it yet. So what I'm going to do now is finish off the assignment. I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to go ahead and just name this fillet and chamfer. Okay, and you can just screenshot this, and then you're all done.